Good morning. Let us discuss today's current affairs. The commercial launch of Feluda, Feluda, the Tata's CRISPR COVID 19 test, has been approved by DCGI, Drugs Control General of India. Drugs Controller General of India. You may get a direct question, what is Feluda, which is in news? It is a Tata CRISPR COVID 19 test. This test uses an indigenously developed cutting edge CRISPR technology for detection of genomic sequence of SARS-CoV-2 virus according to CSIR. So there is a new test, Feluda, Tata's CRISPR COVID-19 test. Okay, remember. Next important news is China is aiming to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. China is aiming to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. As you all know, China is the world's biggest source of carbon dioxide, responsible for around 28% of global emissions. China is responsible for around 28% of global emissions. So now China is targeting that by 2060 it is going to achieve carbon neutrality. First of all, you should know what is carbon neutrality. You may get a direct question. Carbon neutrality means having a balance between carbon emissions in the country and absorbing carbon from the atmosphere through carbon sinks. So, how much you are emitting, how much you are absorbing. To maintain a balance between emissions and absorption is called carbon neutrality. So, carbon neutrality means having a balance between emissions of carbon and absorbing the carbon from the atmosphere through carbon sinks. So, this is called carbon neutrality. And China is aiming to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. Environmental activists have welcomed the pledge by China's leader Xi Jinping. It's very interesting and important. And you should also know more than 60 countries in the world have pledged that they are going to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. By 2050, they are going to achieve carbon neutrality. Next important news. Today, that is September 24th, today is International Maritime Day 2020. And generally, every September, last Thursday is International Maritime Day or World Maritime Day. Today, the theme is Sustainable Shipping for Sustainable Planet. Sustainable Shipping for Sustainable Planet. Uh, World Maritime Day is celebrated to focus on the importance of safety, maritime security, and maritime environment. Particularly, today we'll emphasize the work on of International Maritime Organization. So this is important. Today is International Maritime Day 2020. So the theme is Sustainable Shipping for Sustainable Planet. The theme is Sustainable Shipping for Sustainable Planet. Next important news. Prime Minister Modi asks IIT Guwahati to play a role in Act East policy. You all know that northeastern states have territorial connectivity some of the Asian countries and particularly Myanmar, and we can have access through northeast. And Prime Minister Modi asked IIT Guwahati students, IIT Guwahati to play an important role in India's Act East policy. Earlier it is called Look East policy, and strengthen India's ties with Southeast Asia. The Northeastern region, as you all know, is a gateway to India's Act East policy or Look East policy by promoting cultural contacts, connectivity, commerce, and capacity building. So, this is the call given by Prime Minister Modi ji. Next important news, what is O Smart scheme? The Union Minister for Science and Technology, Earth Sciences and Health and Family Welfare recently launched uh, uh, that the Tsunami Early Warning Center is currently serving 25 Indian Ocean countries under O Smart scheme. They told Tsunami Warning Center is serving around 25 nations under O Smart scheme. O Smart scheme belongs to Ministry of Earth Sciences. You may get a direct question, what is O Smart? Or you need to write about this also in science and technology. What is O Smart? It is a ocean services, modeling, application, resources and technology scheme. What is O Smart? SMART. ocean services, modeling, applications, resources, and technology. And few days back on September 21st, logo and song of Destination Northeast 2020 festival launched. So World Tourism Day is on September 27th, and where we are trying to promote tourism and investments in the Northeast. Real target Abhyas. Okay, indigenously developed high speed expendable aerial target. So this is called Abhyas. Just remember, DRDO have testified Abhyas. It's a test of missile target vehicle Abhyas. DRDO designed and developed this, and aerial developments establishments of DRDO actually. Aerial developments establishment of DRDO. Abhyas is a capable of fully autonomous flight and runs on a gas turbine engine. It runs on a gas turbine engine. So just remember Abhyas. It is a high-speed expendable aerial target in Baloso. Next, important news: Aviation Ministry sanctions 108 crores for upgradation of three airports. So under Udan 4.0 scheme. So three airports are being upgraded with 108 crores. So just this is important news. Remember. Next, India United Kingdom holds water partnership. India United Kingdom holds water partnership. See, in India UK relations, remember Water Partnership Forum plays an important role. India UK Water Partnership Forum held on September 22nd, 2020, virtually. September 22nd, 2020, virtually. Remember. Indian Navy and Royal Australian Navy passage exercise named PASEX. Indian Navy, Royal Australian Navy passage exercise named PASEX. It have conducted Eastern Indian Ocean region. Just remember. Next important news is PM Modi to held virtual talks with Sri Lanka President Mahendra Rajapaksa on September 26th. So PM Modi is going to have a special discussion with virtual summit with Sri Lankan President Mahendra Rajapaksa very soon on September 26th. Lok Sabha passes Jammu Kashmir official languages bill. Lok Sabha passes Jammu Kashmir official language bill. So Kashmiri, Dogri, Hindi, apart from existing Urdu and English, will be official languages. Remember, Kashmiri, Dogri, Hindi, along with existing Urdu and English, will be the official languages in the UT of Jammu Kashmir. This bill was passed. This is important. And next important news. Already you all know that Abhyas is very, very important. High speed target drone system developed by Abhyas is developed by DRDO. High speed target drone system. High speed target system by thing. Next important news. Indian Space Promotion and Authorization Center. In space to promote private investment and innovation in space sector. Indian Space Promotion and Authorization Center in space to promote private investment and innovation. Direct bit we can you can prepare a bit on this. What is in space? INSPAC in space. Indian Space Promotion and Authorization Center to promote private investment in the space. And next important news is about India Happiness Report. India Happiness Report 2020. Mizoram is the most happiest state. India Happiness Report 2020. Mizoram is the most happy state. Uttarakhand and Odisha are at the bottom. Uttarakhand and Odisha are at the bottom. Nepal's legendary mountaineer Angrita Sherpa passed away. Nepal based Angrita Sherpa, the first man to climb Mount Everest 10 times, passed away. See, this Angrita Sherpa's life story is an inspiring story. He was therefore also called as Snow Leopard for his climbing skills. Angrita Sherpa, 10 times he climbed Mount Everest. He was also called as Snow Leopard. Also called as Snow Leopard. This is the great. He made all the mountaineering adventures to the world's tallest mountain between 1983 and 1996 without even carrying a oxygen bottle. Without even carrying a bottled oxygen. That was his record, Guinness record. Prime Minister Modi ji awarded IG Nobel Prize 2020 for medical education. That is not Nobel Prize, it is IG Nobel Prize. for medical education. Very important. Earlier in India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 1998 also got this prize. September 22nd is World Rhino Day. September 22nd is World Rhino Day. India is home to the largest number of one-horned rhinos in the world. India is a home for the largest number of one-horned rhinos, mostly Assam, West Bengal, etc. And World Rhino Day is celebrated on September 22nd every year by WWF, Worldwide Fund for Nature, and other organizations. Remember. And next important news is IIIT Laws Amendment Bill 2020 was passed. The Parliament on September 22nd have passed IIIT, Indian Institutes of Information Technology Laws 2020. The bill seeks to give 5 more IITs, IIITs, in the public-private partnership mode. IIITs in the public-private partnership mode. IIIT means Indian Institute of Information Technology. It is not IIT, it is IIIT. IIIT Bhopal, IIIT Agartala, IIIT Surat, IIIT Bhagalpur, IIIT Raichur. They are going to get PPP mode. That is important. NASA reveals its plan to return to Moon in 2024. So NASA is going to have a Moon expedition in 2024, which is going to cost around $28 billion. And the name of the expedition is Artemis. ARTEMIS, Artemis mission. Remember, Artemis 1, Artemis 2 continuous missions are there with respect to NASA. Government of India plans to set up Indian Neutrino Observatories. Already, Government of India have planned to set up a Neutrino Observatory in Theni district, Tamil Nadu. But unfortunately, people agitated there because of Neutrino observatories might get some environmental problem. Now, to the nearby wildlife sanctuary also. So now, Government of India is planning to set up Neutrino observatories. The Union Minister of State for Northeast region announced that around 21 neutrino observatories will be set up in the country. What is neutrino? Neutrino is a very small atomic particle. Sometimes even it is invisible. And neutrino research is very very important because neutrinos will give a lot of information about universe, earthquakes, mines and minerals, etc. Just read about neutrinos. I read one of the old articles, one of the articles that were written by APJ Abdul Kalam in Hindu editorial page, lead article before his death. Just before his death, there's an article written by APJ Abdul Kalam on neutrinos. It is a wonderful article. You can read about that in the Hindu. You can go for a Google and search for that. Next important news is first direct cargo ferry service between India and Maldives. First direct cargo ferry service between India and Maldives. The Minister of State for Shipping launched the first direct cargo ferry service between India and Maldives. This is important. This cargo service is going to boost the business and trade relations between the two countries. And this will also strengthen India's neighborhood first policy. Mukhyamantri Kisan Kalyan Yojana to be launched in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh government is going to launch Mukhyamantri Kisan Kalyan Yojana. This is very very important. It is similar to Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi launched by central government. Pradhan Mantri here Mukhyamantri Kisan Kalyan Yojana. We have PM Kisan already at the central level, similar program. So bills have been cleared in Lok Sabha to set up Forensic Science University, Rashtriya Raksha University, and they were also being passed in Rajya Sabha. So National Forensic Science University and Rashtriya Raksha University. This is also important. Rashtriya Raksha University, they are going to start in Gujarat. And National Forensic Science University also, they are going to upgrade Gujarat Forensic Science University. Both are very very important. And President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind, will confer the National Service Scheme Awards for year 2018-2019 on 24th September 2020. Today, President is going to confer the awards under National Service Scheme. This is also important, just remember. So these are the important current affairs for today. Tomorrow we'll meet with some other current affairs. Thank you.